Hello everyone, it's First Alert Meteorologist Alexa Minton again. Thanks so much for joining me today. I promise today's the last day. Y'all have to put up with me, and then we're going to jump in and join Jim Caldwell. I appreciate you guys joining me today. I see we've got some folks from Russell Springs and London, Kentucky. There's a lot happening the rest of the week, so let's dive into our forecast and talk about what's ahead. Right now, not a lot of activity across our region. I mean, upper 60s, close to 70 in Lexington. I bet by the time our new newscast starts, we'll be in 70 here in Lexington. You got a 72 in Somerset, 72, 71 in Russell Springs area, 69 in Maysville. We're going to reach the low 80s by later in the afternoon. We got to take a step back to see what's coming our way, because you can see there is a potent, a strong system getting ready to pack a punch and rumble into our skies as we look a little bit farther north in the region. Now, the first thing you'll notice is there's some light storm showing up on the front edge of the storm. But that band that's wrapping around on the backside, that's what we're really worried about and why we have a severe risk for our day today. Now, our friends in Minneapolis area really stretching over into Wisconsin. They're concerned about tonight where they have a severe risk. It's moderate, it's level 4. But what you'll notice is this isn't affecting Kentucky. It's that same line of storms that's giving the Monday severe risk that's going to push into us as we look towards our Tuesday severe risk. So what we're going to end up seeing is isolated activity with damaging wind threats across our area. Hail is associated with some of these strong thunderstorms rumbling in, and definitely a lot of rain in a short period of time. Talk about packing a punch for these storms that are forecasted to rumble through. Hour by hour forecast says we're going to stay nice and warm as we look throughout the afternoon. 3:30, 4 o'clock, your upper 70s, low end of the 80s. It'll be feeling nice, warm, muggy for our day. Now, if you caught one of those showers earlier this morning, you do have an isolated chance a little bit later in our afternoon. Overall, though, not too bad. Monday, dinner time, you're staying warm. A lot of areas showing up in the 80s across the board. We're going to start to stay calm as we start off our Tuesday, but you can see that cloud cover kind of infiltrate our skies as we look a little bit later. Now, each of those models are showing up different timing for our storm system. I have the HER queued up for us to look at today. They were kind of on the money with the convection folks saw in the Great Plains last night, so I'm hoping they're going to keep up the trend with this storm system. 10 a.m., we see a few isolated showers showing up, some cloud cover rolling into our region. By the time we're looking towards midday, you'll track a small, strong line of storms rumbling through central and northern Kentucky. This has its own hail risk and some damaging winds possible for our skies, but it's not the main system we're worried about. It rumbles through during dinner time, and you might think you're in the clear as you look towards the evening, but look at that other line pushing in later on our Tuesday. Now, that severe threat is for all of our Tuesday, so it's going to last even later into our Tuesday. Those lines of strong storms showing up all throughout our region. Again, damaging winds, hail, and of course localized flash flooding as these heavy rains rumble right on through. Your rain chance forecast says it's just kind of the start of a very wet week ahead. Those isolated chances showed up today. Tomorrow, we're talking about those storms reaching us second half of our day into the overnight. Wednesday, some more scattered storms chances. Thursday, more scattered chances, even parts of our Kentucky Oaks Day on our Friday. Now, right now for Kentucky Oaks Day, we're really looking at earlier in the morning, and then those scattered storms kind of hang around. Might push a little bit farther into the afternoon. We're hoping things are clear, of course, for race time. And then once we look towards Derby Day, a lot calmer, a lot clearer, a little bit more sunshine. Temperatures are just going to be feeling cooler for our skies. Talk about a busy week ahead, folks. The main thing you need to know is those storms that are coming in tomorrow. They're strong. We have our own severe risk. I know a lot of times when you look online or on some of those national outlets, they're all locked in on Minnesota, Minneapolis right now because they're going to get some strong storms tonight. We need to be ready for tomorrow afternoon into tonight or into tomorrow night for us here in Kentucky. Damaging winds, hail, and a localized flash flooding threat. This first round of storms isn't looking like it's going to have too large of a tornado risk. We might have another round of severe activity pushing in on our Thursday into Thursday night. We got a lot of storms rumbling through this week. But thanks so much for joining me, y'all. I appreciate you joining me throughout this week. While Jim's gone, you'll get Jim Caldwell back tomorrow. Of course, he'll be in for all of your morning shows. But if you guys want to catch me on WKYT News at noon, I'll be there here in, gosh, about 15 minutes or so. So join me on WKYT News at noon. You can always find me on WKYT weekend mornings and on the CW on weekdays. Thanks so much for watching, y'all, and I hope you guys can stay dry.